Oh, snap. We are live.
Merry
What's up,
Christmas.
Trash Talkers? What's up, Gruntworks? Hey, I'm just going to open it up. I'm disappointed in that video. Chris said he worked real hard making a promo video for our Christmas special.
What you don't know, Nick, is that he had to color all of those little light bulbs and Christmas trees individually, digitally. You ever work Photoshop before? That shit is hard.
Well, especially when he
wasn't pixelated or nothing. I'm proud of him.
He was working on the hair on his fake girlfriend too, so he had to
Yeah, true. Call him. He was on the phone long distance to Canada, so he couldn't do a whole lot.
Mail order girlfriend.
Oh, here we go. We got Jesse. Uh-oh.
Evening,
for those
folks.
of you watching on Gruntworks, the evil human being that posts everything is right here in the flesh. All right, we got one of our Gruntworks.
Damn. Jesse Hansen.
This is all right. Yeah, so this is a special show, everybody. We're not doing. I mean, we can talk about a conspiracy if we want or whatever. But I don't think we can. But
there's so many at this point.
Right. Yeah, Dave's not here. He's picking up his boy from Fort Huachuca for Christmas sleeve, so that's pretty cool. And we didn't have a fight show this morning because I got up. I'm on the West Coast, so I got up at 6 a.m. after a nice night of partying. And I'm like, I'm going to do my show. I'm a little hungover. Nobody shows up. No Bill, no Joe, right? Nothing. And I'm like, you sons of bitches. But,
it's white guy Ramadan. Everybody knows that. You don't work during this period of time.
Right. And but we've been preaching for the last month that during the holidays that you need to check on your battle buddies and make sure they're doing all right. Say hi to everybody around you. Be nice to people. Okay, that kind of stuff. So we just decided to have a little live and bring on all of our favorite people at VeteranTrashTalk and Gruntworks, and we got a couple to show up. So a lot of you know Monica, VTT's OE254 cable. Say hi, Monica. Merry Christmas.
Good morning. Merry Christmas. I'm freezing my butt off because everyone in California is a pansy and it's below 60 degrees. So I'm
telling you, it's real.
Send me your thoughts and prayers because I'm really cold.
Yeah. Oh, that's terrible. 75.
That's
terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys, man, I feel bad for you.
Yeah, it's
and
rough.
then we got VTT's Bang Bang expert. All right, Linda. What's going on, Linda?
Oh, I thought that was going to be Jesse's.
No.
Oh, Linda, we can't hear you.
Linda, you're muted. You have to press the unmute button, I think. I don't know. We can't hear Linda. Man, Linda, why don't you X out and come back in? Maybe it'll work.
Yeah, let me come back in.
And then we'll turn it over to I am really excited to introduce the next person here, Jesse, because it's very rare that we get two guys that were staff sergeants when I was in E3 and we all made E7 about the same time in the same room. All right, so we got a legend.
The funny thing is that the difference is that Jesse and I can walk without a limp because our knees aren't all fucked up.
Oh.
True story.
Not from jumping out of airplanes. Those linoleum floors in the barracks are hard.
We got Jesse. He runs the Gruntworks page for us. So those of you watching on Gruntworks, here's Jesse. Jesse, say hi.
Hi, Jesse.
Hi, Jesse.
So if you see all kinds of weird memes that make no sense, yeah, that's me.
Yeah, that's good, and they're good too. I like them. Are you? Where are you living at nowadays? You in Nevada as well?
No, we moved to Florida.
Oh,
I am now a Florida man.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You got a pet alligator yet, or what?
Got an alligator head, so halfway there.
Oh, wow, it's a little less than half, but you know what? It's fine. It's fine. You know what? That's the best part.
That's true.
Nice. We got John Evans saying Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, John.
Christmas.
Yeah. All right. Well, I didn't really plan anything for this show, but we'll start with Monica. Give us something to be happy about. What are we happy about this year? What was something great that happened? Besides going to lunch with me a couple times.
Yes, well, that was the epitome of it.
Oh, Linda's back on. Yeah.
Yeah. So I am grateful that in spite of a lot of challenges, that I'm here, that I have great friends. In spite of all the troubles that we do have with the VA, we have healthcare for life, you know? Yeah,
Yeah.
I got all my people here, and I'm really grateful for the family that we have put together, because I often have stronger bonds with my non-blood family, which is you guys, and I'm really grateful, and I love you guys.
Thanks, Monica.
Well, we
Yeah.
love you too, Monica. Thank you. And also thank you for stealing all the answers at one time. I appreciate it. That was great.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Well, yeah, we do want to point out again that there's a lot of hard work that goes into, and oftentimes unpaid, just volunteer work for these pages, and especially with VTT Official. You got Linda and Monica on here that are the two most active people on that page, helping people out, making sure we're trying to keep that page alive and going. And because it's a group and not a page, it gets shut down very easily. So we've been able to keep it running for what now? Almost a year.
Actually, I think it's been 2 years since we were closed the last time.
Yeah, 2 years since we've been shut down. So again, a lot of times you triggered pansies out there. Why can't I post this shit on a veteran page? You know, it's like we say, that's what Jesse and Gruntworks are for. Okay, send your memes to Jesse. All right, Jesse will put them on.
That's
Gruntworks.
what Elon Musk is. That's what Elon Musk is trying to help with right now. So just wait a little bit. We'll be able to say whatever we want. Earmuffs.
Right.
Yeah.
X is probably the best venue for that kind of thing because Meta still loves to shut everything down. So send your stuff. I will try to make it comply with community standards, whether they're real or Meta up, because they go.
I want to give
you, buddy. Are you shooting somebody?
Huh?
No, that wasn't me. No, they're sitting here.
Yeah, eating something real loud and crunchy like you do in the movies.
Oh, that's what it was.
I'm pretty sure that
Are you off your diet now? Did your wife leave the country again? So you're letting yourself go?
Yeah. Well, actually, I'm driving, so it's kind of hard to get a salad. Well, you can get a salad from Burger King, but you might get a whole lot more worried about catching some E. coli from a Burger King salad than a Burger King hamburger. So I shout out to Burger King if you want to sponsor anything. You know what I mean?
We can be Flame World all you want. So yeah.
Yep.
No, George Pardos said hi from Vet Radio Syndicate. They're a really cool show, really cool page. Go follow them as well. Chris and George have a little rivalry. They don't like each other, but I like George. So George, if you want to come on, feel free. Linda, now that your mic's working,
hey,
say hi. What you got going on?
Not much. Let's see. This year, so I think most of you guys know I was unemployed for the first part of the year, but that actually gave me a chance to get out there. I got more involved with a lot of the veteran communities and volunteering just here in Vegas. So that's a good thing. I saw Monica a few weeks ago.
Nice. Yeah. Well, you guys did what is that? The Irreverent Warrior hike?
Yeah. Irreverent
Warriors. How are those things? I've never been part of one.
Oh my God. I'm going to drag you to the next one. They are so much fun, and it's such a wonderful event. It really is.
Okay. Well, George, the man, the myth, the legend, posting a bunch of dumbass videos lately, getting all kinds of views with that clickbait. I've been following Vet Radio Syndicate, posting these drones getting shot down by airsoft guns, and you got all your keyboard warriors on your page. You're like, man, this guy can't shoot for shit. It's because it's a fucking airsoft gun.
Well, I got to tell you, the shit that I think the drones in New Jersey are flying out there to try to find the $750 million they gave to Juan Soto.
That's probably true. Hey, we're signing Juan Soto. Send the drones out to just start ripping people off. Got to start making money.
Yeah, the shit that's weird that's going on right now, man. People are just we got the So the DOD, I don't know if you paid attention to this, on Thursday announced that instead of having 1,000 troops in Syria, we now have 2,000 troops in Syria.
Oops.
So, what's
I hate when that happens.
So yeah, we have some interesting things going on. But I got to tell you something. Remember when last time you had me on my show, we were talking about our nonprofit. We've been training. We've been using this training system to help veterans to get recover from injury. One of the Navy SEALs, Tommy Richardson, that we trained, pulled 630 pounds in a deadlift in a meet. So our system is helping get some good training and get some veterans healthy.
Right on.
Yeah, that's an awesome charity. You're supposed to update us with that and send us stuff to advertise for you, but you never do.
I am sorry, I did not. I forgot all about that. But
yeah,
work on those little bit arms of yours.
Well, yeah, you know what? That's right. Like we could stick with that. It is the holiday season. We're supposed to be nice to each other, but I do, compared to you for sure, I have banana pepper arms. But that's only because Veteran Trash Talk and Gruntworks is so much bigger than Vet Radio Syndicate that I don't need the arms. I have the mob,
the brain.
Yeah. So if you don't want to use it for free, like we've offered, I mean.
No, we are. We're working out some of the kinks behind it. But I got to tell you something. I got to tell you something else that happened with our veteran, and I give credit to Bill on this one. So we got this. One of the things we had an issue with a couple months ago, we got this veteran that was having some alcohol problems into rehab, and he has tremendously with it. He has undergone, he's getting group therapy. We got him sober living to come out when he comes out after the holidays. But I'm on a show that you guys did last year about that there are a lot of programs out there that helps veterans with alcohol issues. And in Ohio, they got him into one. He's been tremendously getting help, and he's recovering, and he's doing really well. And one of the programs that Bill had mentioned was kind of the leader into this. And we can talk shit a lot about each other, but at the end of the day, I have to say that Vet Trash Talk and some of the other places do good work and get.
Wow. Well, thanks, George. That's the nicest thing you've ever said to us.
I say things to you all the time. It's just that it's just hard. I mean, it's like, how
I know it's hard.
Veterans, huh?
It's really hard to be nice to him.
Yeah. So George, you never
I don't
met
know
Jesse.
if you noticed, but I've been super quiet. And the reason I've been super quiet is because both George and Jesse are on, and I don't want to stir up any kind of bullshit that's going to get my feelings hurt. So I'm just going to be Merry Christmas.
Buddy, so then let's get you out of the way. Well, what are you thankful for this year? I mean, what's happened this year that's been awesome? We know one thing for sure, but what else you got going on?
I mean, I got married. That was awesome. So I don't think that counts as a Merry Christmas thing.
Right?
Yeah, it happened in July.
He had to sign.
I mean, to be honest, I don't want to steal any of Monica's answers, but she stole almost all of them. So that kind of puts you in a spot. But really, I mean, if I were to name the things that I was grateful about, the list is pretty long. But I mean, I've got a head to do his best, and
can you guys hear him?
No, he went mute.
I
still see him talk.
Yeah, that was probably some of the. Hey, we got a guy from Ukraine that wants to come on. I don't know how this is going to be,
buddy, we can't hear you at all.
I'm gonna send him the link.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I don't know. He's like, can a veteran from Ukraine come out? I'm like, I don't care. Sure, it's Christmas. Let's see what he
Good
has
luck.
to say.
We're gonna have to ask him how he pronounces his name because
Yeah. So, yeah, buddy, we missed all of that.
you're on
Everything
mute.
you're thankful
You're
for, we
unmuted.
missed.
We can't
You're
hear
still
you.
muted. We
Hello,
can't hear you, buddy.
we can't hear you.
he's still going.
You're gonna have to use sign language. Not quite sure what you're saying. Maybe it's.
You know what?
Yeah.
My car was shutting
There
off.
you go.
My car
there
was
you go.
busy shutting
So
off.
yeah, we'll give you round 2. Just kind of abbreviate everything you just said because nobody heard it.
Oh, that he wasn't landscaped, so I wasn't going to listen to any of his shit. And now my car's coming back on. Anyway, wasn't going to listen to any of his shit. Then when he stood up, I thought he was about to show everybody his mistletoe. And ain't nobody trying to see that.
Live.
Yeah.
Hell,
speaking of,
Jesse's got to
of
get himself
gratitude-
drunk to see that.
Yeah.
You don't have to be jealous, man. It's
But
all
that was
right.
it. Huh.
Yeah. Speaking of gratitude, did you guys all watch that video that Dr. Val posted on YouTube?
Yeah.
So, trying to help her out as well. She was a guest on our show. She was in the private sector as a psychiatrist, working with veterans, and she did more of like the no BS type talk, like not following a strict guideline of how to talk to somebody who's depressed, right? So it was a pretty interesting technique that she had. But now she's went to the GS side. So she's I guess maybe it's because she didn't reach enough veterans that she wanted to, but she posted something about you can't really feel authentic sadness unless you're thankful for things, unless you actually express gratitude. So she's like, again, we've said this before. It's like, it's okay to be pissed off. It's okay to be triggered. But unless you really search for things to be thankful for, then you're just going to be pissed off all the time. That's kind of her thing. So kind of wanted to get into that. Is like, just, yeah, you can be angry about a lot of things, but take a couple minutes, do your breathing, and watch it. She posted the video. It's like a breathing technique. And then think about things that you're thankful for. Like, we know Buddy's definitely thankful for them chips he's smashing on. But
Somebody have a radio?
It's ice. Thank you very much.
oh, no, we can hear it. Don't worry. But we'll see if this place in Tartarkin. Is it Tartar? Tatarkin.
Tatarkin.
Aren't Ukrainians and Greeks the same, George?
They're close.
Yeah, they both invented pizza, right?
No,
Got
the
it.
Greeks invented pizza.
Yeah. So you guys definitely got to follow George's Vet Radio Syndicate. He'll get on there, and anything that's happening, it's the Greeks. The Greeks invented it. The Greeks did not invent pizza.
Do you use Windex?
Yes, the
for
Greeks
everything?
invented pizza.
All you guys invented
Say that
was
again?
how to cook goats delicious and that yum sauce you put on it. I don't know what it's called. It's like cucumber sauce.
Tzatziki.
That's
But
what the Greeks invented.
pizza.
Oh, tzatziki.
The Greek.
Yeah. That's all you guys have done.
So no, we invented pizza. The Greeks invented a lot of things.
Yeah, they invented gay wrestling too. I was like,
They did, but you know what? I mean, what's manlier than banging the hey? Seriously, in the veteran community which is with much more Laurent Lavette stuff that's out there. What would be manlier than seriously? I mean,
yeah.
Think about
I
it.
often questioned when officers wanted to make like we wanted to be like the Greeks. We want to be warriors like the Greeks. And I'm like, you know what the Greeks did to the younger privates? Right? You know what they did to teach camaraderie with each other? All right. I don't know if we want to go that route. All right. So, like, hey, you keep it. I figured
There ain't enough olive oil in the world to make me want to get wrestling with somebody.
Yeah, but you're not even E-Club cute though.
Kostya, we can see you.
Kostya, I gotta add you in. Hold on.
Wow.
Wow.
Hey.
We got.
I mean, hey, how are you?
We've got an international rock star here.
Yeah, we don't know who you are. Introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Costa. Full name is Konstantin and surname Tatarkin. You saw my message in the chat. So I'm from Ukraine. I'm Ukrainian veteran from 81st Air Mobile Brigade. Served like several years before and after the full-scale invasion. So like whatever, veteran, and that's all. And I'm working for IREX international organization, like with a base in DC. And yeah, I'm working for Veterans Affairs. I'm a technical advisor on Veterans Affairs. I'm working on veterans reintegration in Ukraine, trying to kind of develop some kind of institutions and some kind of support system to Ukraine veterans. This is tough, but it's kind of another topic for another discussion.
Ah, okay. Well, welcome to the Trash Talk Hour. Welcome to the Dumpster Fire. I've seen you comment a few times before. And again, I'm the big girl, and then you got Buddy. Monica runs VTT Official, and Linda is also one of our senior admin on there as well. Jesse runs Gruntworks, and George runs Vet Radio Syndicate. And I found out it's not Buddy making a bunch of noises. It's you, George. The feedback's coming from you.
Boom.
It can't be. I'm not.
It is. I'm going to mute you again and watch. It'll go away.
Okay.
It's gone. All right. You're unmuted. You're unmuted again, George.
Is it me?
Yeah. It's
All right.
you.
Let me jump on my. Let me jump on Messenger then. I'll jump on
come
another
back
thing.
on. Leave and come back on.
Be right
We'll
back.
be here. We'll be here. But hey, so it's Krista short for Constantine. Is that what you were saying?
Yeah, it's a.
Yeah. How long have you been watching the show and hanging out with us?
Actually, it's the first time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
I just we have night right now in Kiev, so I have troubles with the sleeping, like as many of us.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like I decided, like, why not to write and ask, and that's all.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Nice. Well, what did you do for the Ukrainian army?
Like I was, my last position in the Ukrainian army was head of public affairs office at 81st, as I said, Air Mobile Brigade. Yeah, so public affairs, press, etc., kind of such things.
Pretty important job, especially when you're trying to get the truth out, and then getting support and stuff like that. So
yeah, it was kind of interesting working with the journalists
or lies to get support. Right?
Sorry,
No, just saying, like PAO, it's a tough job.
yeah, it was a tough job during the military service because you are responsible for the all kind of topics that's all words that are left in kind of brigade, like every soldier. And of course, like after service during the full-scale invasion, I was involved in the like kind of work with a lot of like international journalists from Australia, Belgium, kind of Netherlands, UK, Japan, etc. And I was kind of a fixer working with a journalist on a contact line. So yeah, it was
Very nice.
It was interesting.
Well, yeah, thanks for hanging out with us on our Christmas special. And again, we're asking everybody in the community on Gruntworks, on Veteran Trash Talk to, we never set the goal to like completely end suicide. I mean, that would be cool, but we don't. But what we can try to do is put a dent into it, especially with veteran suicide and first responders or anybody, because it's turned into where we offer support to anybody, and that's what VTT Official does. And during the holidays, it's tough, especially for people who might be divorced this year for the first time, away from their kids for the first time. Maybe they're serving for the first time overseas, or and it doesn't have to be in a combat zone. It can just be away from family, and maybe they're pulling staff duty. Right? Who knows? That's what we got. We got Juice on.
That's kind of my also and like a lot of Ukrainian veterans and military also situation because, like, after full-scale invasion, a lot of people left Ukraine because of the air alerts, like everything else, like up to 6-7 million, and that's a lot. Like same with my family. My family right now in Sweden for the last like couple years more, like two plus 2.5 years. They're in Sweden right now, and yeah, of course it's tough during the holidays.
You know, one
What-
of the
Hey,
things that I
Costa,
was that.
may I ask what part of Ukraine you're from?
Right now I'm in Kiev, but from like I was born in eastern Ukraine, from like Kharkiv Donetsk region. That some small cities over there.
I competed in Sevastopol,
Cool.
so I did. I wrestled there, and so I grew up. I mean, I did Greco-Roman. So we had a tournament in Sevastopol. We went there. So it's a beautiful area.
Yeah, it's a really cool city. We had a tradition on May holidays in Ukraine. We have several holidays during the May, and for the like 10 years with my friends, we've spent like these holidays in Sevastopol and several like areas around it. So yeah, this is a really cool place.
Hey, George, did you win when you were there?
Yep.
You won the medal?
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say because I've never lost in Ukraine either.
Have you been to Ukraine?
No, but I've never lost.
Yeah.
I'm undefeated.
So
Not very
You know,
special,
we were-
George. A lot of us here have never lost in Ukraine wrestling, so I don't think Linda's lost in Ukraine either. Linda's undefeated.
yeah, I actually learned some pretty good phrases over there.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, I do want to. Yeah. Let's give one. Hey, give one to Constantine. See what he says.
Yana Shnoika Shmar.
Hey, that is a better reaction than Dave ever gets when he pretends to speak 3 different languages. I say that right now. So
Yeah, exactly. I'm pretty sure that at least meant something.
yeah.
It might not have meant what you thought it was. It was probably like the door is too big for us to wrestle in there, or something. I'm guessing.
No.
No.
Of course, I understand it. That's all that matters.
Yeah. It was I'm a nightmare.
I'm a nightmare.
Yeah.
But I do
That's
want
when
to.
he
I'm
used
going to
to
change
whisper-
topics.
That's what he used to whisper to the Ukrainian wrestlers when they would get on the mat before he lubed them up with olive oil.
Oh,
Hey, I got to tell you, I
That's
want
a
to tell
Greek
you.
thing.
You want to
I
hear
know.
the
Greeks
funniest?
love olive oil in wrestling,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they love to mingle them
Naked
together.
olive oil wrestling. It's a real
Yeah.
thing. Look it up.
So I got to tell you,
Yeah.
you want to hear a funny story, Earl? About
Yeah. Of
So
course we do.
one of my friends is Derek Waldrop. So Derek Waldrop was in the Army. He was the coach of the Army team. He was in the '96 Olympics. So this is the gayest, non-gayest thing you'll ever hear. But we went to the Olympic
I heard a
trials.
lot of gay, not gay things.
No. This is something. So we went
Yeah.
to. He was in the sauna, and I was helping him. I had a tongue depressor, taking the sweat off his back with a tongue depressor and a towel, so he could make weight.
oh, whoa.
Yeah.
Hey, that's just
That's
okay.
creepy.
Now, if you would have said you were doing it with your tongue,
No.
Yeah,
It was. We had a tongue
It's for
depressor.
science.
Yeah, it was. So that was back then when they, the weigh-ins were a lot different, but it just was. Some of the shit that you do in wrestling and combat sport is you just cannot explain them to people.
Oh, for sure.
I gotta tell
I
you,
think
George, I'm sorry to have to break this news to you. That's not the gayest, not gay thing I've ever heard.
Oh,
Not even close.
there's probably more.
close.
I mean, I
There is.
I tried to choke out
You've
one of my
apparently
roommates.
never been. You've apparently never been cold with a whoopee.
Oh,
before.
bro, I've cuddled with other men, and the bad thing is I'm so big. Like we went to the Marine Corps cold weather survival up in California, and me as I'm a young PFC, I didn't realize that California got that cold. So
It has
I'm like,
mountains.
yeah, I'll go to cold weather survival school. And the worst thing about it is I've never been the little spoon. So I have to be the big spoon to the rest of them. And we didn't have any of this fancy equipment back then. This is 85. We had shelter halves. We had, so yeah, we never got the good stuff.
Yeah, sometimes I forget how old you are. Yeah,
I'm 58. I feel old.
I know it.
Except when I get on the mat and wrist lock people, then I'm okay.
Yeah. We call those the manfernos. You got to have a manferno when it gets cold. So just everybody circle up. It is what it is. But I do want to change topics here. Kind of a reason why we need to be grateful this holidays and be nice to people. So my dad, the only time he ever calls me is with like bad news, right? So like I don't want to answer when he calls. So I was like, I have to call him whenever something good happens, like, or I just want to talk to him. But this is what he called me about. He goes, "Are you paying attention to that asteroid that's going to hit the Earth in, let's see here, 2030? No, 2035.
No, it's 2029, April 13th.
So you're tracking it.
Yes.
All right. So it's called Fophis.
Yeah, Apophis.
Apophis. All right. Is that did the Greeks invent asteroids?
Yes, a steady. It comes from the Greek word for star.
There you go. So, but
I mean,
it says
you're
it's
just
going
an
to pass the Earth,
boot, aren't you?
It's going to pass the Earth. It's going to miss us. But
maybe
the first time in 2029, it's going to miss us. But it's when it passes the sun or whatever, it's going to change its course. Right. And then in 7 years, when it comes back again, it's going to land in the Pacific, which I'm pretty excited for because I just bought property in California that's about 30 miles inland, and we're up a little higher. So in 2030, my property value is going to skyrocket, bro, because I'm on a beachfront. Yeah. Right. So Monica, feel free to come up. Come up on the hill. Yeah, it's like I'm gonna be the new Malibu, right? And I'm thankful for that.
For that,
I feel like it's a good time to live in Tennessee.
Your place is gonna burn down way before that happens.
Yeah, no shit.
Oh, but yeah, I just wanted to say what I'm thankful for. Just this year and the like, pretty much every year since Veteran Trash Talk started, is I love my Saturdays. Right, Saturdays I get to get out with my battle buddies, and then as the network's grown, and the more people that volunteer to help, and we are struggling to find people that want to help, but every once in a while they get paychecks because those 2 QR codes down there, those are our sponsors, and and we're really thankful to Corey and Veterans Mortgage Source because I get to send out some money to the people that are working hard to keep these pages and groups alive. But I'm just really thankful for the support network that we have for, I can call somebody if I'm traveling somewhere. And I always we have, like, people have been in the military a while. We usually know somebody everywhere, right? If I'm traveling to Ohio, I can call George, but I wouldn't. I'd call other people first. But I could call George.
You would call me in a heartbeat, boo boo.
I would. And I went to Fort Campbell, buddies right there. I just give him a call and we hang out. Had some smoked pork butt. Turns out the Greeks invented smoked pork butt as well.
They were smoking some pork butt back in the day.
They were.
You know what upsets me the most? The Chinese invented bacon. That's what bothers me the most. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, the Chinese invented bacon, and
I think they call it pork belly though.
Yeah.
How do we prove that?
Just from written text.
Written text, like the Dead Sea Scrolls were like, hey, when you travel 60 days walk east, there is this thing called bacon. It is great. So I'm really thankful for you guys that are on the show. I'm thankful for everybody. What's that? Who is that?
Wrote his book. Who are you talking about, buddy?
Am I the only one cutting out?
Yeah, you're the only one cutting out.
I'm cutting out. Anyway.
That's usually me, but it's you today.
Oh, my bad.
No, you said about somebody just wrote his book. Who are you talking
No,
about?
it's me.
Is there
so
a
that's how Sun Tzu wrote his book. Bacon.
is there
It's the third
On
chapter.
Bacon
The
book.
third chapter. If you feed your army bacon, you will never lose. So, Sun Tzu.
Yeah. Yep. He who has the bacon rules the battlefield.
Yeah. Yeah,
White
you know, the
bear
Romans tried
meat
prostitutes
rules
to
the
boost
so
morale.
is there a way that I if you
Bacon.
don't mind, can I talk about a fellow veteran that
Yeah.
talked about that wrote a book called I Have PTSD?
Sure.
So for any of you, there's a guy by the name, there's a gentleman by the name of Major Lawrence Harris III, United States Air Force. He wrote a book called I Have PTSD, Coloring and Journaling Calms Me. It's available on Amazon, and he's done a very good job of having a, you know, kind of a book that helps, you know, calm you down in certain moments of the, you know, of a day. And I'm going to see if this is the best way I can say it. This is the book right here. He has, it's a great book. It gives you some extra mental exercises that can calm you down. I know we deal with, you know, PTSD is a thing we all deal with in a veteran community. And it's always there, you know, there's not one size fits all to, you know, to solve the problem. But if you guys want to look that book up, and maybe there's some ideas in there that might be able to help you, and, you know, maybe to give you some exercises that
You know him, George?
Yes, I do.
Well, just link us up. We'll bring him on the show, promote the book.
Okay, I can do
That's
that.
one of those things that we do for each other, you know, that we promise you that you don't take advantage of.
Well,
Like,
we've been
I don't know
trying
if
to
it's
work.
like a pride. Is it a pride thing where it's like?
No, it's a lot of the things
No.
we're trying to, you know, work out on some of the what you call it. We're working on some of the I don't know, whatever the fundamental makeup of it. So we're working on getting some of the links and everything else set up. But right now, what we've been doing is working on the clinics. We've done 3 or 4. We're on our 4th clinic right now, and we've helped, you know, some vets that have been dealing with injuries. So yeah, we're getting there. It's just it's, you know, trickle, flow, flood. You know how it is. I mean, we're not all, you know, I don't have you know, 2 sergeant majors at a you know, and a 1st sergeant on my team.
Yeah, we're pretty stacked. We got, like I said, we have the 2 of the most experienced E8s in the history of the Army that got out with like 37 years in each, with Jesse and Buddy. I don't know how they managed to do that,
Something like
but they did. Yeah.
Also, I
Just
don't want to be the guy that's going to point this out, but that book that George just held up was a cell phone. So Marines don't really have it, but
Yeah.
that was definitely a cell phone, not a book.
It's a smart.
Well, no,
book.
that was just showing the cover of the book on Amazon. But yeah, thanks. We're you know, look. I mean, I know it takes us an hour and a half to watch 60 minutes. Let it go. Let it go. But we got a Marine in the White House for the first time in our history, and he's going to be. We're going to have a Marine in the White House.
You don't just have a Marine in the White House. You got the king of the E4 Mafia in the White House right now.
I know, and it turned when the Marine Corps turns 250 years old this next year, he's going to be there, guarantee you.
Oh, Lord.
Oh man,
the budget for Crane.
That's going to have to be a good time.
All
for sure.
But yeah, so we're getting there slowly. We've had Army presidents. We haven't had Air Force presidents. We'd had Army and Navy.
That's because the Air Force didn't exist.
Any Army enlisted presidents.
Say that again.
The Air Force didn't exist. It was the Army Air Corps. all these old boomers now. You know, like
we've had Army presidents. We just haven't had Air Force yet.
Yeah.
We've had
we haven't had any Army enlisted ones though.
Yes, you have.
Yeah.
No. Abraham Lincoln.
They keep
Abraham Lincoln.
Us out.
I mean,
if you don't want to count him,
count?
I mean, if you don't want to count him, you know, if you
Well,
don't
Bush
want to
was
count
Air
him,
Force.
huh?
Bush was Air Force.
No, Bush was Navy.
I thought Bush was Air
Officer,
Force.
though.
No, G-Dub.
Yeah, he was Air Force, but he was Air Force.
Air National.
Yeah,
He was Air National Guard though.
yeah.
So
Does it
yeah,
count?
technically we've had that.
Yeah.
But Army, you know, Abe Lincoln was Army.
Yeah.
There's
So-
a really cool interview with President Bush that they run on a loop at the museum at Pearl Harbor that actually talks about his service and specific days of things happening. So it's super interesting.
Yeah, he
Like
was
George
he was
Senior?
shot down.
Yeah.
And and in the island that they saved him from, they had a bunch of cannibals there.
Yeah.
Nice.
And he's from Columbus, Ohio.
Do they have cannibals in Columbus too? Is that?
No, I mean, well,
No,
we
that's
got
in
Haitians
Florida. That's
over
where
in
Jesse lives.
Springfield, but
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. Well, Jesse, we haven't even got to you yet. Like, what? Tell us about your year. You're recently retired. Congratulations. Like, yeah. What do you got
Thank
going
you.
on?
I mean, I'm just glad that I have the opportunity to keep kicking and keep going because I know my very existence bothers a lot of people. So that gives me a lot of hope and happiness. And I will advise everyone the same thing I've been told, and it's something that's always mattered a lot to me is, you know, everyone talks about helping veterans, and don't forget to help the one that you see in the mirror every morning. So every single day, you're either getting better or you're getting worse. You're not staying the same. That's not how life works. So if you're not doing anything to consciously improve yourself, then you're just going to get worse. And then after you've done that for a long enough period, you're going to wonder why you're out of shape. You feel horrible. You're having trouble. Your relationship with alcohol is consuming you. What are you doing to improve your position, so to speak?
That's
like
the
it.
smartest
That was
thing
like
I've
a
ever
haiku.
heard Jesse say. Not
Yeah.
gonna lie.
Well,
Amen.
you listen some.
There you go.
Hey, is that the 502nd flag up there? 505.
505th.
Yeah, it's a 5. I don't know if are you upside down, George?
Well, it's a reverse image, and I can't look at that. Okay.
So it's
It's a real unit.
Okay.
Right? Not the one
actual
you
air-
mentioned. So,
I don't know what you're talking about with the Marine Corps. I mean, what do you?
well, the 505th is it's the best unit ever.
It's the unit that wouldn't let me go. I ended up being a machine gunner, team leader, squad leader, weapons squad leader, platoon sergeant, S3 air, and first sergeant, all in the
Yeah.
same battalion.
That's crazy.
It is a black hole there. But again, you know, everybody likes to say that, you know, their unit's the best, but I mean, not really.
What do you think
Not
is the
really.
most decorated unit in the Army? The
It's the
82nd?
505th.
Is it?
Yeah.
I mean, are you just saying that because of?
No. I mean, we had John Wayne play our battalion commander. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, John Wayne also was a Green Beret. Just the
yeah. I mean, but nobody really talks shit about the Green Berets. So,
Yeah.
like, but like, it is what
That's
it is.
where all the 505th guys go after they grow up.
Well, because they can't handle the standard.
No, the 442nd Regiment Combat Team was the most decorated unit.
When? In like the Civil War?
No, it's in.
It was the Second
Yeah.
World War, the Japanese American unit.
Well, I mean, they knew where everything was. That doesn't really count.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've always said this, like, you know, there's things that the 505th would do in combat, and you didn't get awarded for it. That was just your job. It was like
That's the nature.
another unit would like kill like 10 guys, and everybody would get bronze stars. It's like we did that twice last week, and I actually got yelled at because it wasn't 11. So,
Right.
So, sorry, my bad.
It's. I think that's kind of anywhere. You know, you got the private who pulls a dude out of a burning Humvee while under fire, and he gets, you know, an ARCOM with a V, and some overweight PV8, you know, supply clerk gets a bronze star and puts it on his license plate as soon as he gets home. So
You don't get tickets, man. That Purple Heart license plate I got, bro.
I was in a
That's
I was in a
license to
company
speed,
at one
man.
point. I was in a company at one point where the company commander got a bronze star with V device for making a radio call to a platoon that was actually like doing shit. The platoon didn't get anything. He got a bronze star with V for for directing his platoon. He actually got more than one Bronze Star with V device, and we used to say that you spelt Bravo with 2 V's because of all the V's that he got.
Yeah.
I got a question. I got a
I
question
think we
because
both-
I got out of the reserves in 2000. So
God, you're old.
huh?
Nothing. Go ahead.
After after OIF and OEF, what? So what was the system that they used to give or award medals to people in theater? Huh?
Same
By
shit.
It shouldn't have been that way. It's specifically prohibited in regulations, but it was based off of rank. So E7 and above got a Bronze Star for the most part. Everybody else got an ARCOM, and very rarely did it reflect actual quality of service.
Yeah, Jesse's a doctrine guy, and I've fancied myself as one as well. The only thing in doctrine that says a certain rank has to get an award is an 03 or higher cannot get lower than an ARCOM for a PCS award. That is the only regulation that actually says
Say that
somebody
again,
has
slower,
to get
sir.
this award. For a PCS award,
Okay.
captain or above cannot get lower than an ARCOM.
Wow.
That is the only one that's in reg, but they took that to combat and were like, oh, you were an E7 and above, Bronze Star. And then everybody's like, well, let's make it captains and first sergeants and above. Let's make it only battalion staff and above. Right? It just kept getting worse. Like,
do you know who the most decorated soldier in the history of the United States is?
Besides
no,
Buddy?
Murphy.
No, it's not Audie Murphy. By points, it is Douglas MacArthur, General. He is the most decorated with a Medal of Honor and without a Medal of Honor. So
I mean, he's fought 3 wars.
So they have when you have
2
his
world
awards, they look at we did a post about this on VRS because we looked it
but
up.
your posts are all like fake.
No, they're not. We don't come up with a fake post. Come on, stop it.
We got drones getting shot down, getting clickbait.
But we have a list of who had the most awards, who's the highest ranking with a Medal of Honor and who's without the Medal of Honor. And Audie Murphy is not in the top 10.
Yeah.
Based on points. And it's really kind of
Wait, what points are we talking about? Where are these
so the
points being
DOD
derived from?
okay, hold on. The DOD
They're
gives
like 10
you
points for a
You
Medal
hold
of
on,
Honor.
buddy. You stand fast. He's going to explain it to you. The Greeks invented this point system.
So the DOD gives you a certain number of points for everybody that is in for every award gives you certain point value, like a Bronze Star, Navy Cross, Distinguished Service Medal, all of them. And they ranked from top to bottom, I mean, from the first top 10 with a Medal of Honor and without a Medal of Honor. And they tell you exactly who, and Douglas MacArthur is the most decorated with that.
Well, I mean, you would also have to ask if that counts foreign awards or not.
Plus, he got special credit for leading the charge against the bonus army, all the World War I veterans that were.
Well, here's the thing: the
bonus that they had promised that they were going to give them.
So the
and
last
he decided to burn their shit. Yeah. Real American hero.
So one of the things that happened after World War I,
the war ended quickly. They didn't really earn it.
One of the things that happened after the end of World War I was they no longer gave out 2 Medal of Honors because one of the Marines got an Army Medal of Honor and a Marine Medal of Honor for the same award. Now I'm going to go through this, and I'm going to. You guys agree or not agree? With the Medal of Honor, it goes in this order: Douglas MacArthur is 1, Rickenbacker is 2, Vice Admiral John D. Bokili is 3rd, Commander Samuel Daly is 4th, United States Navy, Sergeant Major Dan Daly is 5th, Robert Howard is 6th, Rear Admiral Eugene Fluckley is 7th. Rear Admiral O'Kane is 8th. Major Thomas McGuire is 9th. And James Stockdale is 10th. That's with a Medal of Honor. Without a Medal of Honor, the top two are Douglas MacArthur and Colonel David Hackworth is 2nd. And that's without a Medal of Honor.
That list is kind of like
what?
Yeah.
Well, there's several.
I don't know.
A lot of people, like a lot of those, like a lot of guys that are getting there. There are people that do very special things who have sealed records, and all of their medals aren't getting put on any points list. You know what I mean? And you're also talking about Army or U.S. military DoD awards, and not like say Audie Murphy or frickin' Sergeant York, who like got the Medal of Honor, but then also got like the French Medal of Honor. And
but you got to remember, okay, let's look at Audie Murphy as a whole. He served 4 years, so his term of service. MacArthur was 39.
Combat.
So
the difference in 4 years of actual combat and 4 years of MacArthur telling people to go get shot are a little
understandable. I mean, that's a valid argument. So you're talking
I
about.
think you triggered Buddy.
Well, the point system doesn't really matter if you're talking about guys that got freaking a Medal of Honor for doing nothing.
Well, you're also talking about efficiency versus longevity, and so.
I mean, we've got generals that look like some South American dictator with their rabbits.
Look at General Austin for instance. Hold on. Look at Lloyd Austin, for instance. When I joined the Army in 1998, he was my brigade commander. So the entirety of GWAT, he has been no less than a brigade commander. It's not like he's on the ground telling people to go anywhere. Like, he's been in an office for the last 30 years telling people where to go to get shot. And he may have gotten a couple MSMs. His points level is going to be pretty high. But as far as whether he earned those awards or not, who's to say? Who am I?
And it's a valid.
A little cog in the wheel. I'm just saying that the point system doesn't really matter because, first of all, awards are real relative. There are people, like we had the guy on the show 3 weeks ago, that got a Bronze Star with V 50 years after Vietnam, or actually more years after Vietnam, and he should have probably got at least a Silver Star and maybe a Medal of Honor, but everybody was dead that could write the award, and his commander didn't have assumption of command orders. You know what I mean?
It was the same. It's the A-Shaw Valley argument. But
that's actually where it was, to be honest.
So we had Doug Sterner that we've partnered with, that looked up a lot of the awards because a lot of times it's happened. And Doug had said the same thing. One of the things that in A-Shaw Valley that happened, you had 12 SF guys that got overran with a small contingency of Vietnamese regulars, and at least one of them deserve a Medal of Honor, but they don't know who it is because he's missing. So it's a valid argument, and I guess a lot of that has to do with the amount of awards that you get are based on longevity, and sometimes Audie Murphy, Sergeant York, Chesty, was more efficient longer, but at the same time when they've awarded certain awards were based on I guess efficiency. Sammy Davis again is
junior or senior?
The trumpet player?
No, Sammy Davis, Medal of Honor winner.
Oh.
The guy that they use in Forrest
Gump. Medal of Honor. To be honest with you. I didn't know the Rat Pack got a Medal of Honor, but
No,
they
no,
were
no.
good.
It's Sammy Davis is
I thought it was a movie.
the soldier that they used for Forrest Gump to give him the Medal of Honor. That's Sammy Davis. So he didn't get anything for being in the movie, but he had a very outstanding career while he served in Vietnam. And your argument is correct. I mean, I how do you fix it? The other thing is that Doug Sterner that looked up the rate of medals that they gave in Iraq and Afghanistan are lower than they've given out at any other time in military deployments.
Yeah,
so that's another argument.
We're hitting the top of the hour. I think we can have another show about awards because I kind of fell asleep there.
Yeah, I'll need to bounce here in a minute. I feel like I'm being
but
surrounded.
Linda didn't really get to say anything. Linda, what did you do in the Army, and why do what is a 91 Bravo, right?
55
Bravo. What is that? What do you do?
It was ammunition supply.
Ammunition supply.
Oh.
So
I thought you said just supply, and I was like, nothing's just supply.
Yeah. Ammo.
Ukraine
bullets don't fly.
Yeah. So we ran the ammunition supply points around base and NTC and some of the other exercises around.
All right. Well, what's the biggest round you've had in your hands?
Ooh. Honestly, I can't recall. And I know, right? I'm just thinking of my back pain right now. Back pain from the forklift, and I got to drive a PLS, so that was fun.
But all right. Well, hey, thanks for everybody for coming on, and we got the Greek, George, and we got the Ukrainian connection now. So I appreciate you coming on, and thanks for your service over there. And again, we all share some of the same backgrounds and certain things. Yeah. But Jesse, thanks for coming on. Great seeing you again. We're gonna have to link up sometime, and hopefully we get some more people to subscribe and buy our stuff. And then maybe we'll have an in-person get together for a Christmas party. That'd be a good time.
And next time I will teach George how to speak Ukrainian, but not Russian. That's important.
Nice.
Okay.
Hey, I've been around Russians more than Ukrainians, so no problem.
I know.
But
I want to remind people that if you need a place to go to over the holidays, if you need friends to talk to, go to your American Legion post, go to your VFW, email me at monica@post43.org. I will hook you up with services or people to talk to. Really, let's just all reach out to each other.
And please, I know you guys hate Ohio State, but if we're playing Tennessee tonight and we lose, I'm going to go get in a bar fight with somebody.
Yeah, we don't hate Ohio State. Just Joe does. We just buddies from Alabama, so he gets to make fun of everybody. And
I do like the fact that they changed the name of Ohio State Stadium to Neyland North on Apple Maps. That's funny.
Neyland North.
Hey, are you really from? Are you from Alabama, buddy?
Yeah.
You know what an Alabama fan and a 5-year-old have in common?
We're gonna end it on this. Better be a ringer.
National championships that they.
Neither one of them could spell Tuscaloosa.
I mean, it's an Indian word, so it's hard to spell. Just so you know, it's actually got a deer head in the middle.